Hi guys. So after a long time I'm recording this video. So first of all, I want you all to know that I am back in the coaching. If you want any help, any support, you can sign up for the session with me one-on-one. You can message me on the Instagram. The link you will find in the description box below. Okay, let's start the business. So today's situation topic is the 3P, the third party situation. The topic is the third party situation and how to deal with it. So you can find n number of videos on the YouTube to tell you that how to navigate this 3P situation, how to do this, how to ignore this, and a lot of things. Here is my version, and I want you all to take notes from this video. Okay, I simply noted down some points, and then I want you all to listen this video, make your notes, implement it, and manifest it. Third party means there's someone else is involved in our relationship with our SP. Okay, someone is creating problem for us. Now, first thing, I will discuss some few points. Please take the notes. Stop repeating that there's a third party. See, as a coach, it's very easy for us to say that stop acknowledging the third party, stop acknowledging the third party, stop repeating the third party, etc. But it's really tough. But it's really tough for some people to stop acknowledging that, to stop acknowledge that. Or your mind will automatically bring your focus to that. Okay, he might be talking to that XYZ person, he might be talking to that XYZ person, this, because your mind has a habit of throwing the undesired thoughts in your brain, which will create problem in your manifestation journey. So, how to handle this? Here are my some points. First, stop focusing on them. If you can do this, see, in this manifestation journey, I want you all to be strong mentally. Being mentally strong is one of the, I think, an important component for you to navigate this 3D or the third party situation, whatever. So first thing, mentally strong, so that you should stop focusing on them. If you can't do that, here are some mental exercises, mental tools that you should use to stop focusing on them. I'll recommend some of them. First one, you all know it very well. Checking your thoughts. Checking your thoughts is very important. Are they in line with your goal? First of all, you should be like having a clear agenda of your goal. What is your goal? What is your goal? Ask yourself 1,000 times a day, what is your goal? What is your goal? If your goal is to just dwell in the 3D, if your goal is just to focus on the third party and to create more of that, then do that. But if your goal is like, no, I want relationship, I want marriage, then your goal should be that I am going to get that. Clear, crystal clear, no bakwas. Crystal clear goal कि भाई मेरे को ये चाहिए, I want this at any cost. Second, you all know very well, my clients know this very well, checking the mental diet on point or not. Mental diet, how to do it, what is mental diet, you can refer to my old videos. The most important thing is checking the inner conversations which you are doing in your mind. Are you complaining to God about your current situation? Some of you have the habit that you just sit and you complain to your Almighty, to whatever the belief system you have. You trust the God, you don't trust the God, whatever. And you start complaining why you are doing this to me, why it's not happening, why you made my life so vulnerable, and etc, etc, etc. You can relate with these inner conversation, and trust me guys, doing this thing will not give you your desire. See, you are complaining that you don't have it. You can't do this. You are not allowed to do this. Your inner conversations are basically the deciding factor that what is your mental diet, what you are acknowledging, in what state of consciousness you are. So you have to practice the inner conversation, the positive inner conversations. Okay, about the current situation. Are you fighting with your SP? A lot of you have a habit of fighting with your SP. You did this to me, you did this to me, you cheated on me, you do this, you do that, you do that. You are fighting with your SP in your brain, in your mind, in your inner conversations, or you fighting with yourself that he did this to me, he did this to me, why this happened with you, etc, xyz reasons. Please stop this, please, because if you are repeating your affirmation 1,000 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times throughout the day, but your dominant inner conversations are like this: why this happened with me, why this happens with me. See, your affirmations and your inner conversations are not on the same page, and it is like it will delay your manifestation somehow, because repeating the inner conversations which are not in line with your manifestation simply halt your manifestation, simply create hurdles in your 3D, so that your 3D so that your 3D will get delayed to catch your 4D. That's your subconscious. Although you are repeating your affirmation 1,000, 10,000, 1,000 times, or chanting your affirmation and whatever you are doing, good. But if your inner conversations are contradicting, this is one of the slightly not a good point, that you are thinking something else but you are repeating affirmations. Do the aerobatic affirmation, no problem, but please keep in check with your inner conversations. Please keep in check with your inner dialogue, which you do with yourself, which you do with your SP, which you do with your parents, which you do with your friends. Are you fighting? Are you justifying that why my relationship is good, why I'm able to manifest my desire? Don't do that. Instead, I'm happily married to my person. Just do the positive inner conversations with your SP. Just hear them saying that he wants to marry you. Or do the inner conversation in which he's telling you that, see, I'm so happy to have you in my life. Or any affirmations. Use any inner conversations using your affirmations. Sorry, I just exchanged the word in the past. You can watch it again. I was saying that use your affirmations to create a positive inner conversations. I hope this is making sense for you. And the last one, but not the least, is that focused on your target. Focused on your target. One thing I will tell you all, that whenever the thoughts of the 3P comes to your mind, ask yourself, do you want this in your reality? Do you want this third party in your reality? See, third party is not a person. Third party is just simply your fears, your old assumptions, your disbeliefs, your doubts, your low self-concept. Anything can be a third party. Even your low self-concept version who don't see herself to be the bride of your SP is a third party. So don't fear the third party. Please stop fearing the third party. Please, please, please do not fear the third party. It's just the result of your low self-concept. That's it. Nothing else. Ask yourself, do you want this more? If yes, dwell on it. If no, revise it. See, I am not so in favor of the revision because I don't practice it, but I have figured out that there are people, by reading the success stories of thousands of people, not about my client, I'm not talking about my clients, but on the online forums I read those success stories, where I found that the people are comfortable with revision. If you are comfortable with revision, start practicing the revision. And revision, it's not like that you do it one time and it's revised. No, you have to practice the revision. Even if you can revise the relation of your SP with the third party, you can do that. Even you want to revise the whole span of time that you spend with your SP being rejected, just revise that. Some of you who had passed with your SP of around 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, in which you majority of time you were treated badly, there are n number of things happened, just take time, one by one start revising that. Start practicing revision daily. Whenever your mind throw up, okay, on this day he said, no, revise that. He said he loves me. He said he wants to be with me. He or she, you can use anything. So, dealing with this situation, I will recommend two things. First, revision. Second is inner conversation. Okay, I'll told you about this. Okay. So, inner conversation, I talk you about that also, that if you are repeating robotic affirmations, chanting affirmations, but sometimes you are like, no, I want more, I'm just tired of this chanting and this, then start practicing the inner conversations. Inner conversation should be in line, it should be small, it should be accurate, it should be to the point, and it should be like that is telling you that you have it. You can sense this. You can do it with your SP, where he's telling you that he's in love with you, he wants to marry you. You can see you can hear his voice. You can even incorporate some meditations with that. You can do that. There are a lot of meditations available online. You can do that. You can do visualization plus inner conversations. You can mix match it and do it. Why I'm focusing on this? I am focusing on this? Because your inner conversations helps to bring your focus inward. Why? Because something bad happens in the 3D and you started like, okay, this is happening. Your whole focus go outside. Instead, inner conversations help you to bring your focus back to your mind, to yourself, to your state of consciousness. Where are you? Because you are doing inner conversations 24/7, and those inner conversations helps to create a state. You know, a lot of you know about the state. State is like in what state you are currently in. It's about the state of consciousness. You are thinking about your desire, or from the point that you already have it, or being a victim, being rejected, being ghosted, being giving by an excuse by USB, no, your religion is different, I'm not going to marry you. Just check in which state you will be. Your state will form by your inner conversations. Inner conversations help you to navigate the 3D, because it will bring all your focus to your inside, not outside. To sail through this 3P situation, 3P journey, revision. Revise the relationship, revise the past by using the affirmations method. Use affirmations to revise the past, revise the relationship of your SP and the third party. You can do anything. Focus on your state of consciousness by using the inner conversation. What is the state of consciousness? It is just a state of being. It has its own belief system. It has its own assumptions, experiences, manifestations, everything. State of consciousness. It's simply your awareness in what state you are. Is it your wish fulfilled state? Or if not, then get out of that victim state and get your desired state, your reality, your quantum jumping, or anything, whatever the word you say. See, when you do this, it will be obvious for you to see opposite in the 3D, and negative emotions, negative thoughts will be coming up on your surface. But do not fear. Why? Because this is obvious. You were living this from the entire 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, or maybe from your childhood with those thoughts and assumptions, and now you are changing it. So while changing it, it will take time. But if you do it sincerely, regularly, efficiently, and with the focus on your target, then you will achieve it very soon. But remember, your consciousness will create your assumptions, and it's your consciousness that help you to navigate from your undesired reality to your desired reality. Simply practice it and feel the change. With this, I wish you all the very best. Very all the best. Please, guys, do the work. Focus on your conversations. Revise the 3P situation. Get your SP. Okay? If you need any help, you can sign up for the coaching. The link in the description box below. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.